Hello people, welcome back to another exciting episode on The Purple Room. On today's episode, I have with me the delectable and beautiful Shenwa Shigbeson. She is an actress, a pastor's wife, and a business person. Please say hi to our Purple Tribe.
Hello Purple Tribe, my name is Sheil Oshibeso and I'm so excited to be in the Purple Room with ASTERI, of course.
Thank you so much for agreeing to be here.
Thank
you. Today we're going to be discussing about the fact that you have your legs in different worlds. One part of you is an actress, another part of you is a pastor's wife, another part of you is a businesswoman, and they are not related. So I think I'm going to first ask you, which of them came first? The acting, the pastor's wife, or the business person?
Yeah, I think the acting came first, and that was in 2010 when I started with this series, Kamsin and Neighbor, with 2D Famishigme. Yeah, so I started off, in 2010 with my acting career, and then later, after like 2 years after I started acting, I got married because my husband has always been a pastor. So when I got married, I automatically became
a pastor's
wife. And then later on, I became an entrepreneur and
business person. When you were going to become a pastor, when you're going to get married to your husband, did you have any fears about you may have to choose at some point, or one might have to drop for the other? Did you have any of those?
No, not at all, not at all. Even before I married a pastor, I'd always been a child of God, like committed and dedicated to God. And right from childhood, I've had this passion of becoming an actor and all of that. So I'd always wanted to act, and of course it didn't stop me from serving God. So I just knew that anytime I watch home video, right, as in back then, there's always a connection, like I want to do this, I can do this, so when I met my my husband, then I told him, this one that you're a pastor, me, I want to act.
Please let me know.
To go into the entertainment world, and of course he didn't see anything wrong in it. He said because he's comfortable with me because I'm already a child of God, so he trusts me. So far you're a child of God and you know who you are, that's just it. He settles it, so that's it. So we didn't have any issue about that at all. Yeah.
So how long would you say you've been acting?
Yeah, since 2010.
Since 2010.
I think it's been 12 years now.
Have you ever had any time where your career as an actress wanted to contradict or wanted to clash with your not even your faith, with your being a pastor's wife?
Okay. Well it happens. I've had to choose roles, and all of that, because it's not as a Christian, first of all, not as a pastor's wife, now as a Christian,
just as a nominal
exactly person. It's you're different. You can't do what everybody is doing. You can't just go with the world, the way the world is going. No, your path is different. So even when you're in the world, you're expected to be different. You're expected to shine your light, so you can't do everything. It's not like you cannot, because the thing is, people are very judgmental.
Yes.
But what they do not understand is that the career is a career. It is a job. It is
a
what
profession.
You do. It is a profession. Just like we have
lawyers,
Christian bankers,
doctors.
Exactly. Lawyers who would have to lie because they want to defend their clients. Do you understand? So it is not like they are doing their job. You understand? They are doing their job. So it is my job. So it is not that I cannot do it.
Or you choose not to?
I choose not to, because scripture says that all things are lawful, but not all things are helpful. So it is lawful for me to do it, because that is not who I am. It is a profession. It is not the life that I am living. So if I go on screen and I play a harlot or a prostitute, and I smoke and I dress like a harlot, that is not the life that I am living. So you do not see a pastor's wife in that light. You see a complete different person. So you'll be like, oh, so she can just, how can she dress like this? How can she put all the out like that? So how you get? So it is not Actually, it is not edifying. So it is not like I cannot do it. I can play it because it is exactly, it is a profession, but it is not helpful for people who are looking up to you, who are also are in the faith and want planning to go probably into the industry and also shine their light and all that. So it is not helpful. So that is the reason, not because we cannot do it.
Okay, so if I get you correctly,
yeah,
this is a profession for you.
Exactly.
There are certain things that come with this said profession.
Yes.
So, but there are certain boundaries you choose not to cross, not because you cannot, but because your faith does not allow it.
Exactly. That is it.
So, I have another question for you. It might seem a bit dicey, right? Have you ever been in a position where your role as a pastor's wife, it gave you a different outlook to people in the industry, or people in the industry looking at you differently because, or trying not to including you in certain things because you're a pastor's wife?
Yeah.
Any instance like that?
Yeah, it happens.
So prejudice from people.
Yes. From people, from colleagues, from producers, from different people. It actually happens, but I don't even know how to answer that.
How about when you're a pastor's wife? I've been a pastor's wife, and then some people in that sphere look at you funny because you're an actress.
Oh, that happens. They expect you to actually be in the gospel aspect of the industry. Because
okay, so now that's something I'm going to pick on.
Exactly.
Is there a gospel aspect to this particular industry, meaning you just act Christian movies?
Exactly. So they expect you to shine your light there,
only in that sphere.
Yeah. And not mix with these other people who do not know God, who do not fear God and all of that. But the thing is, light does not shine in light. Light shines in darkness. Because even God commands it, said go into all the world. So I am not saying that the gospel aspect of the industry is not good for me, but I'm saying that this is where I want to be. This is where I feel like I can shine my light. I can do this. Yeah, I can also be an actress in this industry and
still be modest, still be decent.
Exactly. And that is what God expects of us. Yeah. So you can actually be in the world and not be unequally yoked with the world. So that is it.
Okay, so by the term in the world, do you mean, please just elucidate on that particular
you
phrase.
Can actually be in the world and not be unequally yoked with the world. It means that you can go into the world and shine your light and not follow the world. Do things as they do, or maybe try to blend into what. No, you have to be different. So if you say that you are a light, let us see your light shine. Okay, so let us see the difference, not like you blend into the darkness. And then because I myself, let me say for instance, social media, there are some certain people that all in the name of celebrity, we are in the same industry. I can't follow you. There's a reason. If there's someone I'm following on social media, there's a reason I'm following you. Yes.
So not everybody would get a follow back from you simply because they are in the industry.
Exactly. Exactly. There's a reason I'm following you. Maybe to learn from you, or because we connect. You understand?
You know what? I'm going to ask you to hold that thought. Just hold it tightly.
Okay.
We're going on a short break and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Purple Room. Before we went on the short break, Shimon Shigmeson has been telling us how she has managed over the past 12 years to blend being an actress with being a pastor's wife and being a business person. And right before we went on that short break, you spoke about Instagram, social media, and your industry. I told you to hold that thought. I don't know if you still have a tight grip on that thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing is, a lot of immoralities, everything, go on social media, and they tend to trend and all of that, and some Christians, it irks me when I see Christians who actually do not know who they are, or do not appreciate, the who they are really in Christ. You understand? Or do not even know. They're just Christians.
Anywhere belief is just
exactly. So, and that happens a lot on social media. So I asked a Christian, a fellow Christian, I said, why are you following so and so? I don't know if I mention names, then you can understand, what
I think
I'm trying to say.
Understand the way you're saying.
Yeah, okay. Why are you following this person? Why are you following this person on social media? What do you learn from that person? What does it bring to the table for you? What is it that it just excites you? Or how can someone who being a man turns himself to a woman, and then you being a Christian, you are following that person on social media? The person is not following you back, does not even know
Some
you.
people would argue that I just want to keep myself updated
So
on the happenings.
what value is it bringing to? Why are you? Shouldn't you follow people who edify you? Who blesses you like every day? Who probably inspire you? Come and talk about things that will improve your life. But then no, we don't appreciate such things on social media. Such people who inspire people on social media, they don't trend. They don't have followers. Okay, they don't have followers. But then the ones in the world, they have followers, and it is the Christians that are following them. So what are we preaching? What are we doing?
I think some people believe that who they follow has nothing to do with their faith. What they see, what they allow into their space has nothing to do with what
doesn't affect them.
No, it doesn't affect them. And there's a part of the Bible that says, guard your heart. It's not just
diligence.
Yes.
Exactly. So I don't subscribe to that. So it irks me. It's so sad, for me, when I see Christians who do not, really know themselves, or who do not know left from right, or right from wrong. So it's such Christians cannot go into the world, because they will just blend
in. So it takes, from what you're saying now, it takes a mature Christian with stature.
Exactly.
To go into a particular path.
Exactly. You cannot go into the world without knowing first who you are. Bible says you are light. You are like a city that is set on a hill. You cannot be hidden. You are there for the world to see that I am light. I have come here to shine. It says Gentiles will come to the brightness of your light. You understand? So they are supposed to come around you, to come to you, not you following them. So that is the problem I have with Christians, in the world. Or
so I guess that's where it becomes tricky. So not everybody can say, I'm venturing into this because I know someone else that is doing and is doing it well. You need to have stature. You need to have mature to a particular extent to be able to shuffle both worlds.
Exactly. So, and when I am a pastor's wife. When you come on my Instagram page, I tell you I'm not your regular pastor's wife, but I am a pastor's wife. I am not your regular pastor's wife does not mean that I don't know who I am.
So you're still trendy, you dress well, you slay.
Thank you. That I am a pastor's wife does not mean that I will come on Instagram every day and I'm preaching to you. And I will be telling you, this is the way to go. I can do that. But then, it is my space. So I do whatever I want with it. Sometimes I come preaching. And sometimes I give you vibes, in entertainment and all of that. I blend it. You understand?
But in all you do, you make sure you are edifying.
I am an entertainer. It has been my passion from when I was a child. I am an entertainer. But then, so Christianity comes into it, and then I mix it. So you can be a Christian and also be an entertainer. So let's see how it plays out.
So if I get you correctly, in all that we've said today,
Yeah.
you can actually do both.
Exactly.
You can be here, you can actually handle your profession very well while still being a Christian.
Yeah.
But you need to have matured to a certain extent. You need to have
Exactly.
stature. You need to know who you are. You need to know what you are doing, right? Now, I can't thank you enough for tackling this very topic for us, because some people believe that because I'm a Christian, there are certain things, they are just some things that I'm restricted to. But I mean, the world is there for us to explore.
Yeah.
But when you're exploring, you're not exploring, just for curiosity's sake. You know what happened to the cat now? Curiosity killed the cat. So please, I know we are not cats. We are, we are lion and lamb mixed together into one to make, just like our father, But I hope you've been able to take something very tangible away from today's topic. Thank you so much, Shenwa Shugbeso, for coming on this show. I know that so many people have been able to take one or two things away from it, and I know that when we call you, you will come again. You will answer us.
Of course I will.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for today's episode, for coming on today's episode of the Purple Room. Till next time, I remain ASTERI, your delectable host.